Hey yo, what it do YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10 aka AMR10, and if you can tell, I am hella excited about making today's build video because I'm not gonna lie to you, this might be the best glitched build within all of NBA 2K22 next gen, and I am quite proud about finding it. But firstly, I gotta give a big old shout out to my boy Wolfgang Don, because obviously he has been posting quite a few build videos recently about glitched small forward builds, and I was kind of amazed because I was like, wait, has somebody found a way of glitching the small forwards? Because if so, that brings some new life to these glitch build gameplays, because trust me, when you see the small forward LeBron James build right here, you are going to go out and you actually will consider making this, because this build happens to be mean. Now, getting straight into it, as you can guess, position small forward, right-handed. Jersey number and stuff really don't matter at the start because obviously we got to set up the glitch, but hey, I'm going with 23 because when I finish this, I don't really want to mess with that stuff towards the end. Now, first things first, height-wise, you do got to go at a 2.07 meters, as well as maxing out the weight at 113 kilos, and the wingspan at 2.31. Body shape, I'd personally leave it as solid, but it really don't matter because, as you know, body shape really plays a part. We're going to max out the attributes as you would on any glitch build and to start with, because you know what I'm saying, you got to set it up, mess with it, and then you got to get to the process of making your final build. Now, we quickly max out the playmaking. I'm pretty sure we should have a little bit of points left that we have to slap on stamina. Press continue. Takeovers really don't matter, so select whatever you want. Hit that finish button. My player build complete. Yep, let's go. What does it show us? Facilitating finisher. This ain't the build we're finishing with, so as you can guess, the next thing to do is hit that edit build button, because obviously we're trying to go back all the way out to the settings. Yeah, I don't have a capture card, so you couldn't see that, but we went to the settings, we changed it to Imperial, head straight back to my career, select any open random slot, go over here, find the small forward, edit the build. Yes, and then the next thing we want to do is we want to set this baby up at a 6'5" frame. So we go all the way down to a 6'5" frame with a weight of 250 pounds, 7'2" wingspan. Body shape wise, I'd keep it a solid because, man, it really don't matter. Now, next thing to do is you want to max out the finishing, max it out as much as, not even max out the finishing, just max out whatever attributes you want. Because again, this really doesn't matter because this isn't the final build, so it is what it is. But whilst we're here, if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Actually, the new thing overlay that we put over goes differently, so let me say it the way I think it goes. Like today's video if you really want to, and you enjoyed the video, which you most likely will. Do me a favor, go ahead and drop a comment down below telling me what build you want to see next, even though most likely I'll end up having to go with something that I find. And do me a favor, go ahead and share the videos out so that more people find them, hence we can spread this channel out and we can get closer to that 1K mark. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn post noties on. Now, excuse me as I go quickly change this back to cool. We've now changed it back to the metric settings. We head straight back into my career. Again, empty slot, go over to the small forward, edit him one more time. But this time, whilst editing him, first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and lower his weight all the way down to 80 kilograms, making him a real skinny boy. And then we're going to slowly bring his height all the way up to 2.05 meters. Make sure to not go over. If you do, you might have to restart the process. I'm not too sure. And then we're going to max out the wingspan at 2.31 meters. The way you will know you have done this build correctly is you will notice that your steel is at a 90. If your steel is not at a 90, I'm afraid to say it, but you might have to restart the whole process. Body shape wise, I'm going to go with defined because, as you know me, I always rock defined in this game, even though low-key the boy has put on a few pounds ever since he broke that patella tendon, but hey, it is what it is. We're getting back in the gym tomorrow. Life is sweet. Max out the attributes as you would with any of the glitch build, as this is not the final build. Technically speaking, shout out to Wolfgang Don again, you couldn't set up the build however you want from this part, but I want it in feet and inches / pounds because I'm used to that. I'm way too used to that to do it in meters, and like this metric look a bit weird to me, even though technically speaking I measure my height in feet and inches and my weight in kilos, so I do metric and imperial at the same damn time. Damn weirdo. But edit the build one last time as you would guess, back all the way out to the menu, hit that settings button and change this final. Cool, now that we've changed this to imperial, head straight back to the build menu. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, what you have right here is a glitched 6'9" small forward base. Now, excuse me as I quickly run away and come back and record the main part of the video for you. As I said where I left you last time, LeBron James, small forward, right-handed, jersey number 23, currently playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, previously a Cleveland Cavalier, and my favorite of all, a Miami Heat player. But Height-wise, we're going to keep it at 6'9" because LeBron does come in at 6'9". However, the weight, we will be moving up to 216 pounds, despite the fact that LeBron weighs about 250. But if you look properly, when you bring this thing up to 250, it's way too slow and it's way too big to be LeBron James. And then on the wingspan, we decided to bring it down to a quite decent measurement of about 7'2", because it is what it is. Body shape, we are going to find, because as most of you know, LeBron James jacked as hell. Now, the glitch part of this build, as I quickly put an overlay of what a basic 6'9", 216 pound, 7'2" small forward attribute build looks like, is we get way better driving dunk with a +9, I believe, as well as a +1 on the driving layup. Shooting wise, there's no real improvements. Playmaking wise, we do get a +1 on the pass accuracy, +3 when it comes to the ball handle, +4 when it comes to the speed of ball, and then most clutch of all, we get a +4 on the steal, +4 on the perimeter defense, +7 on the steal. We get a boost on the speed of a +1 and excel of a +2, as well as we can get our vertical up to a 90, but we will not be doing that. Now, don't forget, as I said before, do me a favor, go ahead and like the video, share it, drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button and turn the bell notification on. But getting straight into the breakdown as we usually do, first things first, with any LeBron James build, you do got to give this boy elite contact dunks. I know I'm one of the people that usually hates on them, but trust me, with this build, you can get them because it is OP. Then when it comes to the driving layup, I decided to go with a half-decent rating of about an 81, mainly because I wanted you to have the ability of getting I wanted you to have a half-decent layup capabilities, but most of all, I wanted you to get Hall of Fame Pro Touch. And then when it comes to the close shot, obviously I do got to go with an 80 because that's the bare minimum you need to get gold mouse in the house. And anybody who's watched LeBron James play this game knows one thing. If he gets a mismatch with a smaller guard, he's going to post your ass up and, you know what I'm saying, show you that you're a mouse in the house. But as I said, with him posting you up, we decided to go with a 76 when it comes to the post control, mainly because that's the minimum you need to get gold drop stepper, back down punisher, and of course Hall of Fame dream shake. Now, as you can see, we also finished with gold fast twitch, Hall of Fame limitless takeoff, put back boss slithery finisher, teardropper unstrippable, and yeah, gold posterizer. Now, messing with the shooting side of the ball, I decided to give him half decent shooting stats. Not amazing, because the fact is, even though his shooting has improved as he's gotten older, LeBron James he's not one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen, but he's one of the better shooters we've seen. So we gave him an 84 on the mid-range jump shot. Then with the 3-ball, we maxed it out at an 82, mainly because I wanted him to have the ability of gold limitless spot up when it comes to threes, because when you watch LeBron play, if he spots up at 3, it is kind of peak because the boy can't knock him down. And when it came to the free throw, I decided to give him an 80 because even though he does sometimes struggle from the free throw line, as Skip Bayless loves to point out, I wanted it to be that you could take this build into the rack and really dominate as much as you want, and trust me, this is the best way to do it. Now, pass accuracy wise, I did decide to go with an 88. Originally, I went with a 90 to get gold dimer, but then it hit me. 1, it burns too many attribute points, and 2, you guys, you know what I'm saying, most people in this game can shoot really well, so there's no real need to have gold diamond because nobody really needs you to kick it out to them with that much of a boost. And when it comes to ball handle, I decided to go with an 80, and speed with ball, as you can guess, maxed it out at 72. Now, usually I would say, oh yeah, I watch 2K tutorials, they always tell me match the things, but the truth of it is, with how slow this build is, there's no need to, so I decided to go with a 74 when it comes to the speed and 74 when it comes to the excel. Those are the only two I decided to match. I left the speed with ball being lower because that's the maximum we could get it to. And then when it came to the stamina, I decided to go with a 90 just to round out this part of the physical attributes. I will be messing with the strength, but it won't be by choice. It'll be by another attribute implying into it, which is why that attribute is interior defense. I decided to go with a 70 on the interior defense because that helps us in getting a decent rating when it comes to the strength. I am going to lower this down quickly just so that we don't burn points where they're not needed. And then when it came to the perimeter defense, this is the clutch part of this build right here. I went with an 86. An 86. That's right. This build manages to get gold menace and gold clamps at the small forward position whilst being able to shoot the ball, finish crazy. The only thing it really doesn't have is elite speed, but everything else it does, because we decided to give it a 78 when it comes to the steal, mainly because anyone who's watched LeBron play knows one thing. He's not great at ripping the ball out of your pocket, but if he sees a passing lane and he knows you're throwing a weak pass, he will chase it, run that thing the other way, and he will give us some of the greatest high-flying capabilities we've ever seen. Now, when it comes to the block, as you can guess, LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, you got to put some respect on his name, because the one thing we mainly know him for when it comes to blocks is his ability to be a chase down artist. So I decided to go with an 82 when it came to the block, mainly because it helped me with badge points, but also because I wanted the ability of getting gold intimidator, Hall of Fame pogo stick, and of course the badge I personally believe he is responsible for having it in this game, gold chase down artist. And then when it came to the rebounding side of it, I did have to give LeBron rebounding stats because the truth of it is this man is somewhat of a freak of nature in the fact that, have you seen him when he plays center? He really do be cleaning up the glass. Plus, at the same time, he does everything else. So we went with an 81 when it came to the rebound because that allows us to get Hall of Fame box, pause, as well as silver rebound chaser and some other half decent attributes. Key ones being pogo stick and worms out of silver. Pogo stick's already a Hall of Fame from the block. And then when it came to the offensive rebound, we moved it up to about a 64 because we needed to have him have somewhat of an offensive rebound because you might want to crash the offensive glass as well. Now, in total, what we finished with is 21 finishing, 25 shooting, 25 playmaking, and 24 defensive badges. That gives us a grand total of 50, 74, 95. And if you have finished all 7 seasons of NBA 2K22 Next Gen, as well as managed to rebirth this build, that gives you a grand total of 106 total badge points on this here LeBron James build, which even though the badge count seems like, oh, it might be on the lower side, when you really do look at the attributes, this is the greatest glitch build in NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Now, first takeover, you got to go with, obviously, finishing moves, because LeBron James finishing at the cup has the ability to just break people down in foolish ways. I wish I could get a playmaking takeover here, but apparently I can't, which is kind of annoying. So the next thing I'm going to go with is, I might go with pull-up precision. Because LeBron really does have it in his game where, you know, he can really do it to people in different ways. And sometimes that pull-up jumper of his is mean. I wish there was a post or a playmaking one, because then I would take either of those. Because sometimes if you've seen LeBron hit that fadeaway out of the post, it is money. And if you've seen him move the ball around, he is crazy. So we end up, 2K ends up saying what we have built here happens to be a two-way mid-range maestro, the likes of Scottie Pippen, Jimmy Butler, and Jason Tatum. I see all three in LeBron, but the end of the day is they are not anywhere near what LeBron is because that man is something special. And yeah, I'm going to just leave it right there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you have a comment on a specific video you want to see or a comment on a specific build you want to see, do me a favor, go ahead and drop that comment down below. And don't forget, if you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, hit that subscribe button. I do probably got to get to a Scottie Pippen build because I did promise I would make it. I am so sorry, guys. I am not sticking to all the promises I made, but it's mainly because the builds I'm coming up with are kind of amazing. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces. Let me know what badges you're running on this build. See.